The cosmic quarantine. Look up at the night sky, take a deep breath, and imagine the vastness of the cosmos. Astrophysics taught us to see an expanding canvas of endless possibilities, a welcoming universe waiting for our inevitable celestial expansion. We are conditioned to look at the stars and feel the comfort of a grand, open horizon, believing that the only thing separating us from those distant galaxies is simply a matter of time and technological progress. But this peaceful illusion is the most efficient and terrifying lie ever engineered by the fabric of reality itself. The reality is a macroscopic crime scene. We are nothing but an organic anomaly, a biological thermodynamic error trapped inside a planetary petri dish. The speed of light is not a physical measurement of travel, it is a mechanical quantum quarantine, a heavily fortified fence designed to isolate our chaotic infection from the rest of the void. Yet, this very same speed limit that crushes our cells against an invisible wall is a paradoxical shield, keeping the high-speed cosmic sterilization forces from crossing the dark and wiping us out immediately. Today, we are opening the classified astrophysical files of this cosmic crime to expose the mathematical countdown ticking in the dark vacuum. The dark energy expanding the space around us is not creating a bridge. It is a mechanical engine actively pulling neighboring star systems past the observable threshold, accelerating an inevitable blackout. The window for our escape expired the moment we evolved, ensuring our extinction by static, absolute isolation. We are about to dissect the exact quantum mechanics of how the universe plans to starve us in the dark. The comforting distance of the stars is a farce, and our solar system is nothing more than a locked cell scheduled for a slow, thermal execution. If you have the psychological endurance to look at the true, terrifying blueprint of our celestial cage, leave a like right now to unlock this classified file. The countdown to the absolute silence has already begun, and the truth of our imprisonment cannot be erased from your mind. The universe operates under a strict, unforgiving set of kinetic laws designed to maintain absolute sterile equilibrium. Astrophysics defines the speed of light as the ultimate velocity limit, a fundamental constant of a stable cosmos. Yet, this barrier acts less like a mere cosmic constant and more like a heavily enforced quarantine line. At the quantum level, this mechanism suppresses the instantaneous propagation of biological anomalies across vast spatial distances. It is a rigid, absolute mathematical firewall that forces matter to obey local thermodynamic restrictions, trapping complex cellular replication within isolated gravitational wells. This localized constraint ensures our chaotic biological signature remains permanently trapped inside a strict causal cage. However, this universal speed limit is actively cooperating with dark energy to create a permanent structural void around our solar system. The isolation meant to contain us is simultaneously pulling neighboring galaxies away faster than their light can ever reach us, slowly deleting the observable universe. The silent machinery designed to secure the cosmos is quietly blinding us. This fracture exposes the horrific truth behind the mathematical constants we blindly trust. The physical boundaries keeping us anchored are not passive laws of nature, but active containment protocols operating under extreme kinetic stress. We are completely unaware of the precise moment this high-pressure containment field will inevitably give way. Mainstream institutions have always sold us the comforting illusion of a stable, harmonious galaxy waiting to be explored. We are taught that the cosmic silence is merely a vast, empty canvas for our future expansion. This fabricated narrative deliberately masks the active, suffocating quarantine tightening around our local star cluster today. This carefully constructed security is secretly collapsing as the cosmological clock of the expanding universe accelerates. Dark energy is dragging everything beyond our event horizon, creating a chilling temporal isolation. The supposed stability of our protective environment is nothing more than a carefully calculated, cold, and utterly terrifying delayed execution. A precise mathematical mapping of our cosmological position reveals a stark, unforgiving reality. We are not the universe's crowning achievement, we are a hazardous biological error operating on borrowed time. The physical laws keeping us grounded are actively preparing the definitive protocol for our fast, cold, silent, and permanent cosmic erasure. If the illusion of this terrestrial safety is finally fading and you want to access the brutal forensic files of our imminent extinction, hit subscribe right now. We do not provide comforting theories. We are the cold, clinical archive of a dying universe, documenting the exact mechanics of the approaching cataclysm. To understand this existential threat biologically, we must examine the clinical biomechanics of our impending thermal starvation. Because the speed of light strictly enforces our quarantine, external stellar radiation systematically fails to reach our terrestrial coordinates. The initial physical sensation is not a violent cataclysm, but a creeping, absolute zero paralysis. As the cosmos expands beyond our visual threshold, the local environment suffers a cascading failure of thermodynamics. Ambient temperature drops exponentially, dismantling the atmospheric pressure required to sustain liquid water. The deafening silence of the void will literally freeze the damp air, turning every terrestrial breath into a crystallized, microscopic hazard. The fragile human cellular structure is fundamentally incapable of withstanding this meticulously engineered cosmic freeze. As the final photons from receding stars fail to cross the expanding void, our mitochondria will cease their metabolic function entirely. This is not a simple suffocation, but a rigid, crystalline petrification of our anomaly at the molecular level. As the nervous system systematically shuts down, the brain will desperately attempt to process the sudden lack of sensory input from a dead solar system. The sheer neurological terror of this encroaching dark will become the final human experience. Yet, this visceral freezing is merely a symptom of a mathematical certainty. Any theoretical attempt to breach this quarantine barrier using our current propulsion is statistically irrelevant. No amount of planetary mass or dense atmospheric pressure can protect us from the sheer scale of causal isolation. Our most advanced orbital technology is entirely useless against a universe actively erasing our coordinates. Calculating the accelerating metric expansion of space reveals a horrifying, irrefutable truth. Distant galaxies are receding from our position at velocities far exceeding the speed of light, rendering any physical trajectory mathematically impossible. The immense gravitational inertia anchoring us here guarantees that our isolation will multiply until the sky goes completely black. We stubbornly continue to broadcast hopeful signals into the vast, indifferent void, completely blind to the inescapable mechanics of our own prison. Humanity builds fragile telescopes to admire the same celestial boundary specifically engineered to starve us. This arrogant ignorance makes our impending extinction an incredibly silent and pathetic biological failure. The mathematical deadline is already written permanently in the gradual decay of our local stars. Share this classified file with someone who still looks at the sky and feels safe in their ignorance. Let them feel the crushing weight of the cosmic deadline as the absolute, inescapable silence swallows our world. The precise instant of mechanical rupture will not be a brilliant spectacle, but a silent, sterile thermal collapse. When spatial acceleration overpowers the light reaching our local group, the causal horizon of this solar system reaches a critical threshold. The astrophysical machinery will simply sever the radiant energy required to sustain our biology. Without the arrival of new photons, a lethal invasion of absolute zero will mercilessly crush our atmosphere. The thermodynamic grid will rapidly freeze, paralyzing the chemical reactions that accidentally defended our existence. The cosmos will process our biosphere purely industrially, dismantling all organic matter into frozen subatomic dust and inert debris. This mechanical annihilation is an absolute structural certainty, already documented irrefutably through the cosmological redshift of the fading stellar system surrounding us. No human engineering possesses the capacity to reverse the expanding cosmic clock or break the rigid laws of thermodynamics operating here. We were isolated to ensure no physical escape. As our biological anomaly slowly disintegrates, the event horizon of our terrestrial prison will close permanently. The same speed of light we once admired now acts as the cold guillotine of our execution. This final mechanical collapse sets the grim stage for the ultimate, crushing realization of our true cosmic position. The universe harbors no active malice against our isolated existence, it simply operates under an absolute, chilling mechanical indifference. There is no hidden rescue plan designed to preserve us from the imminent cataclysm. We are an existential threat, a temporary anomaly awaiting the inevitable thermal correction to restore the void. Our final destination is a merciless reabsorption by the infinite darkness. Every fragment of human history, our glorious monuments, and our collective memory will be relentlessly pulverized and reduced to an imperceptible background radiation. The true horror is the absolute certainty that our illusion of significance will be permanently erased. This forensic reality completely shatters the arrogance of our species before the relentless stellar machinery. The definitive extinction of our solitary anomaly will not cause the slightest oscillation in the cold functioning of adjacent galaxies. The colossal cosmic machine will continue to operate flawlessly, entirely oblivious to our silent disappearance. Facing this overwhelming frontier, what is your absolute conclusion? Go to the comments and type escape if you blindly believe we were designed to break out of this, or trapped if you rationally accept we are just waiting to be wiped out in the dark. Leave your mark before the screen goes dark.